What's going on, Assassins? It's Darkshot of the YouTube Assassin. We're ending the Taco Tuesday Trifecta with Assassin's Creed Origins. Now, we're going to go and fight Sobek as our normal mode boss. We're going to fight Anubis as our hard mode boss. So, we begin with Sobek. And, I don't know, even though he's, like normal mode, I still think he's kind of mid-tier tough. I still, to this day, maintain that the difficulty from easiest to hardest is Anubis, Sobek, and then Sekhmet. And you just saw I almost went out of the ring like I tell you guys to never do. As you saw, I went outside the yellow a little bit. It said you were about to reset. Had I reset that, I would have had to start all over from the beginning, although I was at the beginning. But just imagine you're just about to beat him and you accidentally walk out of the arena. Make sure you don't do that. Now, as far as the red circle that's closest to him, you really can't walk out of the arena that way, but when you go towards him, you will take a lot of damage. And speaking of damage, as you can see, he's got these boils that come out of the ground. He's launching them through the air. He has that rock wall that he launches towards you, and then he also has an arrow volley that he will launch at you. If the arrow volley comes and you're kind of in the middle of it, make sure that you put your shield up until you get out of it. That way you have some defense. Otherwise, you're going to take a lot of damage. Now, at around 75, 50, and 25% of his health, he will start using his minions. His minions will come out. As you see, they are tethered to his health. Take them out. You will take out his health. And you have to make sure that you get each of them. So always look for the tethers, because if not, what will end up happening is that you won't see where that person is, and when you miss them, you're going to just keep wandering around until you see that bubble again, which will never happen. You'll have to get one of these guys, and you can see the tethers are white, and then they go red when they die. So that's all there is to that. Make sure that you're running around, keep moving, keep trying to avoid everything he's got going on, and keep hitting him in that bubble in his chest. That's what you want to do. Eventually, when it gets down to, I want to say around 10% health, because they didn't calculate this right for some reason. As you can see, he just starts dying right then and there. So that's all there is to that. Before you go on to the next god, make sure you get more arrows, though, at any shop or near Reda or anything. For defeating him, you get 1,000 XP, you get 250 drachma, and then I get an extra 1,000 XP because I've already beaten this boss. Otherwise, I would get a piece of godlike gear, a shield, a staff, sword, a bow, or even the final piece, which is the outfit. Next, we fight Anubis. He is our hard mode boss. Now, the difference between normal mode and hard mode is that normal mode, you can begin fighting those bosses when you are level 40. So they will also be level 40. If you go for the hard mode boss, he will be 3 levels higher than your level. So right now I'm the highest level. I'm level 55. He is level 58, as are his minions, as you can see. So whatever you are below that, he will be 3 above that, obviously. Now, what we want to do here, again, he's going to have his minions pop out at 75, 50, and 25%. He will also have different hazards. He will have these kind of shadow fires that come out of the ground. He will launch a bunch of jackals that are on fire towards you. He will launch kind of a wall towards you that has fire. And then, of course, like I said before, the minions. The best way to deal with these minions and the god himself is to have gear that does damage over time or does health on hit or critical. So the swords that I have are actually from the god fights, and depending on how bad I'm wounded and what kind of critical I do, I will gain health for swatting at the enemies. I also have both bows, which come from the god fights. They give me health as I strike him in that bubble in his chest. Now, if you don't have any gear like that, make sure you've got some kind of gear that has bleeding on hit or some sort of poison on hit. Those are what we call DOT, damage over time. And what you want to do is make sure that you just hit him in the chest. As long as it's a direct hit, it's a critical hit, it's a solid hit, there's a chance that he will bleed out with the bleeding effect, which means that he's going to take damage as if he's bleeding, or he will be poisoned and he will just suffer the effects of poison, which, again, just like other RPGs. I don't know which one is stronger. I'll look into that and I'll do that in a future video. That sounds like a little bit of fun. So we'll do that. Again, just like with Sobek, at the 10% point, he will go down, he'll die, and again, we'll get the 1000 XP, the 250 drachma, and I'll get 1000 XP because I've already got all his gear. Otherwise, you would get the tier 2 set of godlike items. Now, the next thing we're going to do is go and visit Reda. Yes, this is Reda from 1,000 years ago, and he's actually speaking here. You can go and buy the carbon crystals from him, which could help upgrade certain gear. I advise against it because they're easy to find in the world. Or you can purchase a Heka chest, which is kind of gambling. You purchase the Heka chest, there's a chance you get a legendary or epic item. So you could also sell off any of your legendary or epic items. Legendary items actually can stack. There can be multiples of them. You could have the same sword 10 times if you wanted. But every day, or actually every night around 7 p.m. Eastern, he will reset and he will give you a brand new quest to take on. That quest, when you return, he'll give you a Heka chest. And again, there's a chance that you will get a legendary or an epic item. Now, as you can see, he gave us an antique trafficking quest. These are normally not around here, which I find kind of amazing that it was so close. So being that it's so close, we'll just do it like this. As soon as you get close, you will try to locate the target and just go over to him. And we're riding our faithful camel over here because I'm showing off all the skins that Bayek has as well as his mount. And there we go. There is our culprit. And it's going to be no thing. We're just going to take him out. There we go. Took him right out. We're going to go. We're going to recover the item. We're going to confirm the kill. That's how you recover it. But being that we're surrounded by all these people that are bothering us, we may need to take a couple of them out. Or all of them even. He actually dropped some extra stuff. Look at that. Unlike Odyssey and Valhalla, well, Odyssey, you can't be encumbered. Valhalla, there's no limit to what you could hold, it looks like. But anyway, with that being done, we could return to Reda. Now, if we were further away, we could return to Reda in a different town because he is in most major towns. All you have to do is look for the Nomad's Bazaar. So if you were closer to somewhere else, you could go and visit him. Anyway, here we are. And we'll stop by. We'll see what we got. He gives us 1500 XP. There is no drachma that he gives us. Payment is the Heka chest. And we got a phalanx shield, which is epic. Anyway, I'm going to sell that off. That's all there is to this video. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please make sure you like and subscribe. It helps this channel out an awful lot. As always, I want to thank each and every one of you for watching. Until next time, take care, be good, stay safe, take care of each other. I'll see you guys all in the next one. And you know how we're going to end this. As usual, it's going to be with a ya yeet.
Ya yeet!